American voters are conflicted a year before the next presidential poll, and the White House knows it. A fresh New York Times Siena College poll predicts that Trump would triumph over Biden in 5 of 6 swing states. Pollsters looked at the usual issues: abortion, preserving democracy, the economy, national security, and immigration, but also at how voters see Biden's handling of the month-old Israel-Hamas conflict. On Saturday, tens of thousands of protesters made their feelings on that last one clear, gathering at the White House gates to express their dissatisfaction with Biden's support for Israel. Biden, meanwhile, is crisscrossing the country to sell Americans on how his administration has improved their lives. On Monday, in his home state of Delaware, he touted a $16 billion effort along the United States Atlantic seaboard.
25 different projects, all to build the Northeast Corridor from Boston to Washington. It's part of my agenda to invest in America, and I've been fighting for this for a long time.
It's a stark contrast to Trump's approach. He also spoke Monday as he arrived in New York to testify in a civil fraud case over accusations that he wildly overstated his net worth. He claims that his 91 felony charges in 4 different jurisdictions are politically motivated.
Their poll numbers are terrible. You saw what happened today. The New York Times and CBS came out with a poll that I'm leading all over the place, but it's a very unfair situation. This is really election interference. That's all it is. This trial is ridiculous.
Pollsters say no one should be surprised that Americans are so deeply conflicted. But some question this poll. Americans are voting this week as well, choosing state and local representatives and ballot initiatives.
Anybody who's paid close attention, I think, to American politics over the last number of years would assume it's going to be a close race. The polls have consistently shown it to be a very close race. I think this poll is a bit of an outlier. It shows more support for Trump in some of these states than lots of other polls do.
Melman said this recent poll actually shows rare voter consensus on that conflict. Both frontrunners say they strongly support Israel. Many analysts say that predictions this far ahead of a poll aren't useful.
People I've talked to from the Biden campaign have told me that, number one, it's way too far out, and number two, they think that when it comes down to a general election and it's a binary choice between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, they think Joe Biden takes it because they believe that people just don't want to go back to the chaos of the Trump years. But
is Biden worried about Trump beating him? In a statement sent to VOA, the Biden campaign said it was not, quote, fretting about a poll. Anita Powell, VOA News, the White House.